It's time for WrestleShoot. The beast comes out in the dead of night. WrestleShoot eats a Tuesday night. Rob and Chris don't pull the punches, bitch. WrestleShoot. Breaking it down, WrestleShoot. Telling the facts, WrestleShoot. Stories on the road, WrestleShoot. That's my partner's podcast. No party ever escapes their sight. Coming at you live every Tuesday night. Hey, WrestleShoot. Anti-social network, WrestleShoot. Sticky and hot, WrestleShoot. Sometimes act like jerks, WrestleShoot. Always bringing on the guts.
Well. Here we are again. Another Tuesday night. Another episode of WrestleShoot. Usually we're much higher energy. Today sucks. The topic of today's show is... Today we're going to talk about an old friend, a good friend to the show, to the network. We're going to talk about Mike Droese, a.k.a. Duke the Dumpster Droese. We're going to talk about... He's been a friend for a long time. We're going to talk about... He's an advocate in drug and alcohol recovery. And we're going to talk about something a lot worse than that. But before we do, this is the Antisocial Network. You can check us out right here on YouTube, ASN for life, like the NWO, for life. And you know who we are. We are here every fucking week. We've been doing it for entirely too goddamn long. But who you might not know, which I'm sure you do, is Misbehaving and Red Rum. That Chris, that girl is so complimentary to us two goddamn muttonheads. Every single week on her show, I feel like it's only right for us to return the love. Yeah,
I agree. And I was telling you earlier backstage, not only I'm going to say it, she's beautiful, but she's interesting. You want to listen to her. You want to talk to her. It's just...
She's funny.
She's funny. She's the whole package.
Yeah. Good for you, Miss B. You got it going on around here, around ASN. And here is a fan-submitted song celebrating what she does.
It's Red Rum! Misbehaving's Red Rum! It's Red Rum!
Yeah!
It's Red Rum! On ASN, Misbehaving's always having fun. Sunday, let's get gas watching Red Rum and having a blast. They say fuck.
Whoops.
On ASN, say the fuck word over and over again. Red Rum in Sunday nights, laughing, dancing, yeah. Misbehaving's is alright. If you are with me, scream yeah.
Yeah.
Red Rum! Red Rum! Red Rum! Fuck! Yeah!
That's right. That song is old school back when Miss B was still rocking the Sunday nights, but now we have the honor of every single Tuesday being her opening act. She is going to be following us right here on ASN right after WrestleShoot.
Great song.
It is a great song, man. These guys are creative with what they submit. So That was fun. So let's get into something that's not going to be so fun.
It's like a Band-Aid, man.
Just give you guys a reminder of just in case Duke the Dumpster Droese isn't ringing a bell. This is him. This was Duke back when he pinned Triple H clean. Uno, dos, tres. And this is Mike Droese very recently.
Oh gosh.
Now, normally looking at that picture, I would actually be inclined to say, holy shit, what was he on? But he knew he was about to turn himself in, so I'm sure he didn't sleep the night before. Mike went from a career in the WWF, and of course, drugs and alcohol are rampant in pro wrestling. He got his addiction, he got his arrests, he got his felony convictions. Then he left wrestling and he went to be a sobriety warrior in drug court. So helping people get past their drug and alcohol addictions, doing truly, truly good work.
Yeah.
Before he was Duke the Dumpster Droese, he was a teacher, an educator.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
And then apparently one lonely night, he went on the dark web. You know, Chris, I know we can't say the P word in conjunction here, so we're just going to say children's corn. He was on the dark web attempting to buy children's corn with cryptocurrency.
Oh gosh. Yeah.
And you know it's bad when the dark web drops dime on you, which is essentially what happened. He got flagged for the purchase he was attempting to make. And it went to the feds, and the feds investigated. They were returned an indictment for his arrest. And when Mike found out about it, he went and turned himself in. He got booked, and then he immediately bonded out, and he's awaiting trial.
Oh gosh.
So now let's get into the rest of this dirt. Because, like, when I told you, Chris, what was your first reaction?
My reaction, I had so many different reactions. I have empathy because he is a friend of both of us. He's been on the show multiple times with us. We've got history. So when something like this happens, I was just taken back quite a bit. And usually I'm the first to say, fuck that, it's screw them, and that they did it. But I couldn't at first. I was like, wow, this is a friend. And it was difficult to deal with. I can imagine what he's going through, but yeah, I had a lot of different emotions about it.
So I know well, me, I went cold. Like when I first heard it, I froze. I went numb.
Yeah.
And I had to actually sit on it for an entire day. And every now and again, I would bring it back up. And every time I did, I just went numb to it again.
I couldn't believe it's real.
Well, and then I started researching it, trying to find details. And there's a shocking lack of details. But the details that there are being reported by legitimate news sources. It's not some fucking blogger online or some douchebags like us doing a podcast being like, hey, guess what happened?
Yeah. Yeah. I did some research too, and I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh my gosh. Like at first I'm like, this is not real. And then like you, I was reading and reading. And I was like, oh shit, this is legit.
But everybody who's watching this, I want to set this real quick because everybody who's watching this, their first, just like mine and probably yours, visceral reaction when I started really processing feelings, it was the same feelings as being an actual pedo, actually doing the deed. That was the first reaction that came up when a reaction happened. But that's not what this is, right? This isn't, I'm not justifying it and I'm not trying to minimize it. All I'm trying to say is Duke is not being tried for now or ever having violated a child.
Right.
Being tried for wanting to buy images and videos of that happening. So it doesn't put him on like I'm better than that guy echelon, but I would like people who's watching this reaction to be educated and informed rather than just going off a gut reaction. Because nowadays we go off gut reaction entirely too easy.
Yeah,
Sometimes we make pretty bad decisions doing it like that.
most people do. I believe, but it's that gray area, right? Like you said, you're not trying to minimize it, but it's in that gray area where it's close to violation
Yeah,
of a kid,
yeah.
but it's not. So ultimately, that's the next step. I would think. I'm not a professional at that, but
Well, historically speaking, that would be the next step.
I would think so. Yeah, and so I agree with you. You're not minimizing it, but you're understanding that the action was never taken against the child. But
There's degrees of criminality. So
oh yeah,
like
for sure.
somebody who gets caught with, a half an ounce of cocaine is going to face a different charge than somebody who gets caught with half an ounce of cocaine broken up into 8 balls with $5,000 in his pocket. So there's the user, and then there's the seller.
Right,
So there are
exactly.
different levels of the criminality. Was the only point I was making. Chris, I don't want to do this show, dude.
I get you. I get you. I'm on the fence about it too, but I feel that we need to talk about it and give our
People are
perspective.
asking me. Are they asking you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm getting questions, and they want to know what my thoughts are. And I've had some private offline talks and even some phone calls, and yeah, it's
And
look. My thing is, how long this has been going on? You know what I mean? Like, is this something that's new, or is this a history of? Is this a history?
now that is a good question. So I actually have kind of an answer to that.
Okay.
If the feds didn't just say this is the evidence at hand for the crime we're charging you with, and that's good enough. No, they went, they searched, they looked, they did the background, they checked his cryptocurrency history. They were looking for any previous violations that they could pile on top. They want to show that he's a repeat or a habitual. But as I don't think they were able to find that because that would have
Oh,
certainly been in the indictment as well. The indictment did not mention possession of kitty corn. They mentioned that he tried to buy it.
so you're saying something. So from your research, it's showing that it's something new.
This seems like, yeah, it's something new.
Huh.
And what does that suggest? Definitely a degree of mental illness, right? But that's already been established when he came out and admitted that he was a drug addict, and he started addressing that. Drug addicts are not mentally put together people. I'm certainly fucking not. Right? I might be 7 fucking years clean now, but I still go through it. I still go through it. I'm not gonna ever buy it again. I'm not gonna ever go down that road, But I never say never. Fuck that, dude. What I'm gonna say is I'm not gonna do any drugs today or tomorrow. That's it. That's what I got so far.
Yeah,
But
that's in life in general.
this does suggest it's a new action, but it's obviously not like nobody automatically goes from, hey, I like to watch regular old, or whatever kind of cliche corn I can get my hands on. You don't go from that to, let me watch some kids now. No, that comes from somewhere. Just like, grape corn. People don't just automatically go to, I want to watch somebody get graped. They don't do that. They that's a predisposition to a pre-interest. And that's fucking me up the most, man. Because all these times we're hanging out with Mike, and we're talking to him, we're doing shows, and all, that was there. And my bullshit meter is pretty fucking high. I'm surprised nothing ever gave me any kind of a dark vibe about the man at all.
Yeah, I didn't. I never sensed that at all. I mean, that's why I was so shocked. I was like, "What the hell?" Like, I thought honestly, I thought it was a work when it first came out. Like, okay, there's someone's trying to get YouTube views. That's how I found out was on YouTube. I saw the video. I think I sent it to you, and or
Yeah.
some clip. I
Yeah.
was like, oh, and no, it was
That's
very
right.
real.
You're the one who showed me. That's when I went all like, what? That's right. That was you. It was you, you fuck.
I know I caused all this shit. But here's an interesting question. And you may be able to answer this better than I could. So he had a vice. He was a drug addict and recovery alcoholic, and he got recovered. Do you think he replaced one something with another?
No, not in this case.
You
No.
don't think so? Okay.
No.
You know what I'm going at though, right?
Well, like, what did I replace my Coke with? Fucking Pepsi. And then what did it do? It gave me diabetes for it, but I replaced my Coke with Pepsi. That's kind of funny. I replaced my Coke with Pepsi.
Yeah. You are a
But I
Pepsi
didn't
lover.
I didn't replace my drug addiction with grape porn. That wasn't my thing. I didn't want to see anybody getting graped, because it was another extreme feeling. So if I did replace it with that, it would be because that predisposition was there.
Yeah. Wow.
And it's just like, I guess like hiding a drug addiction is impossible. Nobody can do that. Not forever. You can do it for a little bit. Hiding something like that is probably easier. Right? It's just not something you're going to talk about.
Well, and it's not the first time I've seen stories. In fact, I knew a mutual person of a mutual person that was a cop in California, and you would never known this guy was into that, and it turned out that he was, and yeah, he's done some serious time. He still is in prison for this,
Good, motherfucker.
and he's a cop. This guy was a cop, like
We're talking about grape, not the kitty thing.
um no, he was into yes, great. I'm sorry, yes, great.
The grape one, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but you never known. And anyhow,
So I mean, and now comes the problem that everybody deals with when they hear bad news is most people prejudge the outcome already. So the feds submitted and were returned an indictment to arrest Mike Droese. That happened. That was a done deal. Mike found out about it. He went and surrendered himself. Does that imply guilt? No, certainly not.
no,
There is an indictment. I'm going to be arrested. I'm just going to go surrender so I can get bonded. Boom. Go take care of that. So when you are getting an indictment returned is harder than getting an arrest warrant. It's significantly harder than getting an arrest warrant. Getting a warrant to go toss Mike's house, they didn't do it.
sure,
They didn't do it originally anyway, initially. That would have been the easiest way, probably. But then what happens if they came up empty handed? Now the indictment's got a problem. So there's definitely a lot of moves that go into the difference between an indictment and an arrest warrant. But does that mean that he did it? Well, to get that indictment return implies that a judge took a basic look at the evidence and said there is a preponderance of evidence here
yeah,
that this is sufficient enough to take legal action, which is what they did. And now people are going, fuck the police coming straight from the underground. Mike didn't do it. Fuck that. Or they go, oh my God, that kid toucher, that bastard, of course he did it.
yeah,
Keeping an open mind through a situation like this is really difficult. Now, when I got pinched for selling cocaine, never once did you hear me go, I didn't do it. No, I took it on the chin every single time I got pinched. I admitted it in court. Yeah, it was me. I admitted it to you, to everybody. It was me.
sure.
But Mike's not going to come out and do that. So now what do we do? Where do you and I go as far as the WrestleShoot podcast from here? Do we keep watching it? Do we keep reporting on it? Do we erase our old friend like he was never part of it? Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, there's a lot of uncertainty and unknowns what we should do. And
Guys, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think we should do.
yeah, we love suggestions because there's a part of me too that, well, there's a good part of me that is hoping this is all BS and he's completely innocent. Like that's a good part of me is thinking about that. Like, I hope this goes down where it's bullshit. But then the part of me, another part's like, well, it looks pretty bad for him.
Well, but does it? I mean, because what
Does
do
what?
does it really look bad for him? Because where is it all at right now? No evidence has been released to the public yet. All that's happened was the beginning stages have been executed on
Sure.
moving forward. So does it look bad for him? Like, we don't really know what Mike has going on in his personal life. I'm still struggling to accept that he is, in fact, guilty of this. But we don't know what he's got going on in his personal life. We don't know who's in his personal life. We don't know if this is a setup. We don't know if this is legit. We don't know if this was a mistake. Maybe he was trying to buy a different kind of corn and clicked on the wrong thing. Am I reaching? Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. I think the part I'm thinking about when Mick looks bad is there's going to be those people that are going to shun him for they
He'll
think
never live it down.
they will never let go, and he is convicted. It's like the OJ, right? Okay, he did it. Everybody always go, oh yeah, he did it, no matter what. I know, probably a terrible comparison. I'm just making a comparison. Like, there's going to be those people that are set in their ways, and they're just going to basically shun him because of this. That's why it's going to look bad. And who's going to book him? I mean, it could cost him. Let's say some miracle, everything's great. Who's going to book this guy? Who's going
I
to?
don't think he books anymore. I think all he did
Oh,
was drug court, but they immediately fired him.
well, yeah. Okay, he lost
They had to, yeah.
lost his job.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had to. It's not like a court system could be like, yeah, let's get somebody who's indicted on this series of a charge. Still, this
Well,
security
no,
clearance he needs.
but still, he lost his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost his livelihood. Like, this is good. That's what I mean bad. Like, there's things around him that he's going to lose friends. He's going to lose jobs, money, opportunities, all around. If this goes now the other way, if he is guilty, then it's bad there too. So he's got a lot of.
I'm
Sucks.
curious because something I didn't look up was what level of a charge he's facing. Like, what level felony is he looking at?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Because it's not like he actually committed the act.
No,
And he was stopped from actually buying it, which, really typically it doesn't actually matter that somebody put the kibosh on him getting his kitty corn. It doesn't matter. It's the fact that he attempted to do it. That's the crime in itself.
yeah.
Solicitation of a minor for anything sexual. Just the solicitation is the crime.
Jeez, gosh,
So
it's rough, man.
this is rough, and this fucking sucks, man. This fucking sucks. And I was thinking yesterday, like, God, I had so much more shit I wanted to throw out. But then the more I thought about it, the more irresponsible me trying to interject too much personal opinion into this sounds. The question is how much of this is actually going to be revealed, and how quickly is Mike gonna make some kind of a public statement? Maybe go online, do one of his lives, maybe talk about what's happening.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, that's. Did he have a show? He had a show too for a minute, right?
Yeah, the road to recovery.
Yeah.
Fucking I mean, this guy has been such a pillar for so long. For so long. But then, I mean, I really want this. I really want this photo to be the results of not enough sleep because Mikey's porked up a little bit. So, but his drug was pills, pain pills. It
Sure.
wasn't mine, which was blow. So he wouldn't lose a lot of weight.
Yeah.
But he's just awfully swolled up, dude. And underneath his eyes look bad, and he just doesn't look good here. And that could be like, oh shit, I'm being indicted for what I did or what I'm being accused of doing. And nobody looks good in a mugshot. If somebody looked good in a mugshot, I immediately wouldn't trust him. Have you seen Billy Jack's last fucking mugshot?
Oh, he looks bad.
Oh my God, dude. Billy Jack Haynes, holy shit, killed his wife and walked. What the fuck? What do you know about that? Let's get into that for a minute.
Yeah. Uh, wow. Yeah. Didn't he? So what I know about it, supposedly he's saying that she told him to do it.
Yes,
Like she ordered it, but she was fucking senile. Like she had lots of issues. So
absolutely right.
she wasn't in the right frame of mind. But he's got a history too, though. I mean, we could talk about his history of potential killings, I
Yeah, well,
guess.
I mean, he was never convicted, but we know that Billy's got a stack of bodies on him. But until you've actually every day lived with somebody with dementia, Alzheimer's, any of that shit, and you see the amount of physical pain they're in, when they come to their moments of lucidity and clarity,
Yeah.
and what they say to you is, please end this. I need you to let me free. Like, that's powerful. They came back long enough to tell you, please, this hurts. They are trapped in themselves. They're always scared and confused. I kind of do. I believe what he says about it was a mercy killing.
But he's crazy too, though, man. Like he's got these conspiracy theories, and you may be very well right. She probably did say, and I think she did too. But he's crazy too.
Yeah, Billy's a fucking six dude. Like I always say, he's 6 pounds of crazy in a 1 pound fucking sack. We all know he's a fucking shithouse rat. We all know this about Billy, but even shithouse rats have hearts.
Sure.
And when they said he's not competent to stand trial, and they put him in that facility to, spend the rest of his days so he doesn't shoot anybody else. Yeah, he wasn't competent to stand trial, but the fact that he was willing to says a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not saying Billy Jack Hayes is a good person. He is not a good fucking person. But even
No.
bad people can do good things.
Sure. Everybody's got some degree of a heart. Sometimes you got to look deeper than others, but it's
My
there.
granddad came back to lucidity several times and asked me to help set him free. And it was hard to not, because he meant it. He wanted it. He was miserable.
Yeah. I
I couldn't do
yeah.
it.
Yeah, it's in your life, I guess. It does happen. I mean, it's not probably not the first time, won't be the last time either.
So I don't know, man. This Mike thing's got me pretty shook up still. And I just kind of want to see how it unfolds. I just feel like maybe we should keep reporting on it, even if it's just a little segment.
Yeah, just little updates. I think we at least owe it to Mike for that, I think.
Well, no, I think we owe it to our viewers
Oh yeah, that
who,
too. Yeah.
who have sat here and watched us cutting up with fucking Mike for multiple hours, multiple shows. I mean, I'm sure viewers feel betrayed too. His fans feel betrayed. I'm sure his people in drug court are feeling it. Like the ripple effect something like this has is
His
it's
life is
shocking.
ruined.
It's a
It's ruined.
shockwave. It's shocking, yeah.
Yeah.
Because yeah, you're right. Even if a jury of his peers go, this is ridiculous. This is obviously not true. That's a stigma he's going to carry for the rest of his days.
Oh sure. Yeah.
So I don't know, man. Do you want to fucking just? I'm just feeling like a downer, man. You want to just take it home on that?
I think we should take it home because there's really not much more to say about this. I think I felt like we both got things off our chest and we told the viewers what we know and what our thoughts are. So I have nothing else on my end.
I
I'm
really
just
don't either, and I also want us to be careful moving forward with this topic that we're not letting our opinions shine over the facts.
I don't think so. I think
No,
we showed
moving
the
forward. Today we did great, but moving forward.
oh yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we gotta. If we're gonna report on this, we gotta report the facts that are verified, not the facts, and that this is how we feel about those facts. That could be a whole separate part of a conversation. But when we're reporting the facts, guys, over here at Any Social Network, we've never pulled any punches. We've never lied to you. So we're gonna continue on the most. I can't believe I'm gonna say this. We're gonna carry on this with the most journalistic integrity that we can.
Whoa. Whoa. Okay. Okay, Bobby.
Hey, That was a good one. Thanks.
Yeah. Hey, I called you Heenan, man. It's a compliment.
And I know this was a short one, guys, and thanks for bearing with us and hanging out, listening to us kind of sing the blues about our hurt feelings over what's going on with an old friend.
No.
So, all right. See you next week. Stay tuned. Give it about 30 minutes, and Miss B will be here.
Oh, yeah.